All right. Welcome back to the next.
Drink.
Okay.
Yeah, me
Never
too.
mind then. We will wait on the
Nerd.
intro.
Here's your pen.
Grab me a Dr. Pepper,
No,
please.
shut up.
Grab me a Sprite.
Oh man, it's a lot quieter. in here
It's
when
a
you're not
lot
wearing the
quieter
head-
in here.
Look, so you put on the headphones and you're hearing everybody like directly talking to your ears.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like-
you
even
do.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's like, so. I was like,
You
that's
said
not.
this was gay Dr. Pepper.
Specific.
Or
Yeah.
was it that one?
That's Dommy Pepper.
Which?
This is Dommy Pepper.
Dommy Pepper.
Yeah. That's what a D stands for.
Get that out of my face, man.
Weebs.
Is it on?
So, guys.
Oh my goodness. All I got is stupid Crunchyroll.
Man,
I
let
love
the
it.
town die.
So sometimes I do it. Okay, if I do lowercase, it's like that. If I do uppercase, it's like that.
Wait, was that 3 lines?
Yeah, shut up.
Welcome back to
We have to.
BakaTaka. Just like last time, sitting on my right, it's.
I'm taking off my sweater.
Yeah, dude, come on. He's taking off his sweater.
Listen, I
That's
said I was.
Start on your
I
left.
told
name.
him I was.
Start on your
That's his
left.
name- that is his name. I told him I was starting. He didn't have to take it off right then.
Yeah, I did.
Give me your badge.
Go back to Maryland.
Go back to Maryland. Who's on my right?
And Eric.
Across the small table.
It's
across
still
the
George.
sea.
I'm still. It's the same session.
On the-
still me.
On the left, it's nothing but.
Joshua.
And
It
I'm.
would be funny if we did switch positions.
Oh, we all cycled around.
That'd be hot.
So, and I'm still sitting here in the audience spot. I'm Chase.
Yeah,
Welcome
baby.
back. Welcome back to BakaTaka. Gentlemen, it's been so long since our last episode.
It's been 5 minutes.
It's been
Almost
so
5
long.
minutes of my life.
I've gotten a whole new soda since the last episode. George, stop.
He's updating his
I'm
list.
updating
Oh,
mine
okay.
now.
Okay. Oh,
Ish. I don't know exactly how many episodes of what I've watched, so I'm just kind of
That's
doing it blind.
also fair.
I swear, dude, one of the worst things to ever happen to anime for me
yeah.
was it being easier to access, okay?
Yes.
Because my mail does not get updated properly now that
Same.
Netflix or Crunchyroll or Hulu or Disney Plus or whatever the heck tracks the episode count. My mail is all over the place. I don't know what I've watched.
See, I
Also,
don't-
for me, is
Awful.
since I started watching it with people,
Yeah.
it's getting harder to track because I don't know what episodes I watch with, like by myself or with other people. I'm like,
Right,
bro.
right. Yeah.
See, I just watch something and then update it. I don't even worry about episodes anymore.
I usually
I only update something when I complete it.
do
smart.
unless I'm trying to hide
But then I
something
forget what
that I
episode I'm
finished.
on.
Why would you want to hide
Why are
something,
you
Chase?
hiding?
Because then I could bring it up at BakaTaka and be like, surprise.
He's watching hentai.
He's definitely watching
He's
hentai.
watching-
That's
100%.
not it.
He's
It's
watching-
something.
He's watching hentai
Let
adjacent.
the record show.
He looked
He's
at-
watching the hardest of ecchi.
That domination.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
the,
hentai.
It's the ones that's
It's
not
the
hentai,
hardest
but,
of
it-
ecchi,
but it's
though.
close enough.
They're
He
not
watches
that.
Keijo on repeat.
Keijo on repeat.
Keijo.
You watch High School DxD.
He's a
fine.
fantastic sports anime.
Keijo is a sports anime, indeed.
Bento
so,
is not.
So listen.
I'm
I watched
listening.
Bento in,
Listen.
I watched Bento early high school
It's so good.
Bento is so good.
or,
Not
or,
sports.
or middle school. It was wild.
I love Bento.
I
Such
hated
a-
it.
I thought it was crazy. I was like, what
Chase is
am I
about to say
watching
stuff,
right
and we
now?
were just Bento.
Bento. Freeman, boy. Bento. Yeah.
crazy take.
But no, it's something Eric might find a little special because this show is quite a gem, and I can't believe you didn't try to sell me on this show any sooner.
Is it something I've watched in the past 3 weeks? Because I've literally watched
No.
like 40 things.
No. This show
it'd be like
is something
Eric.
that used to be on your favorites list, and it's not anymore.
Major.
Major's still number 1.
Well, it's not that.
Major season 5 is still number 1.
Can you guess what kind of show that Chase might like a whole lot that you didn't recommend to him only but once?
Toradora?
No, that's still
Oh.
on there.
Good show. Hey, you should tell Josh. about
Let's
Toradora.
let's not go
No,
there.
let's get into it
No,
real quick.
no. Let's continue with
No,
something
Josh,
else. No. Hey,
no,
let's go somewhere else.
You shut your mouth and you
I
listen.
actually want to focus on this.
Calm down here.
I actually want to focus
We'll
on
get
this
to
for a second.
Toradora in a minute.
Okay.
I want to know what you're trying to bring up, Chase.
Eric, I finished the most unbelievable show I have seen in quite a while, Planetess.
Oh yeah, read the manga. It's better.
It's so fantastic.
There.
It's so awesome.
Is
Read
it
the
newer?
manga. No, it's old.
No, it's from like
It's old.
2003.
Yeah, it's old.
It is
Dang.
so good.
I was six.
Just get the manga. It's one volume,
The
It's only
show's
one
perfect.
volume?
The
Hey, that's a
it's-
short.
one thick volume.
Okay.
Oh, it's an one bog omnibus.
I think it's an omnibus, but it's just one volume now.
No, the show's really good. The show has good pacing, and the everything gets wrapped up by the end.
Yeah.
It is it goes with a lot of those shows like Pat Labor and You're Under Arrest, but it just has like this sci-fi like feel that you have never seen like anywhere. Like even Mobile Suit, even Gundam doesn't
Well,
even.
it's a realistic take
Yeah.
on what would be like if we advanced space travel.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh my word, a screw in space is the most deadly thing in existence.
Yeah,
And it's like,
that's physics, Chase.
yeah, it's so crazy.
It doesn't even have to be a screw, dude. Like tiny pieces of plastic.
Well,
in space
yeah,
are
but that's what they use as the
freaking
example.
brutal.
That's what they use as an example because, like in the beginning scene, there's just a screw floating for space, and it
It's even on
cracks.
there.
It just,
Picture.
yeah, it just hits a window on a spaceship, and it just like
Yeah.
busts the thing open.
The show's really good, minus
Sounds
the terrorism arc.
So yeah, the terrorism a little bit, yeah, too much. I was like, this is why Eric likes it. The politics.
I don't remember why I liked it.
You liked it because it's a good show about space. You never seen something like it before. It's a good workplace drama comedy, and it's
I think I just
fun.
like the main character.
That's fair.
He just kind of makes the show.
He does really make that show. Planet Test, I love it to death. It's such a good show. I'm gonna add that to my list right now.
Yeah, go for it, man. I took it off because it's garbage.
Now that we're done talking about that, what has everybody else been watching / playing?
I think we should go back to Toradora.
No,
real quick.
so
yeah,
I
yeah,
no no
yeah,
no no
yeah,
no no
yeah.
no
We
no
can
no
go back to
no
Toradora.
no.
It's
So
an
I'm
important
watching-
discussion.
Josh, don't worry, I'm on your
watching
side.
Blue
Keep
Box.
going.
No, you're not.
Oh, yeah.
You're not on his side,
I'm
I
watching
promise.
Soul Leveling.
Fantastic.
I'm watching Sakamoto Days.
And-
What's that
Sakamoto
one?
Days
What's
is
that
alright.
one?
That's Link Click.
What's the one under Toradora?
Toradora's not on this list.
episodes.
I just watched all
what's
over the
one
weekend.
above Toradora?
It's all right.
Sorry.
Also not.
I don't see the hype.
What?
Sakamoto Days.
Sakamoto Days.
Not a strong start.
I
That's
started
fair.
reading it a few months ago.
The studio's not.
No, so I started reading it last year before the announcement for the anime,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, this is really good. And it got anime. I was like, it's really cool. And like going back and watching Sakamoto Days, the first episodes, I was like, okay, I could see why people are not like super into it because it changes so much later on.
It doesn't look great.
And
I
it-
swear, every time, and I think this is what it is personally, every time I see a show that is a Netflix original, I want to kill myself.
I do
If it's
understand.
a show,
yeah.
a show on Netflix
Yeah.
is fine. A Netflix original
That's fair.
or whatever,
Yeah,
like
and
where
me
they're
now.
like
Yeah.
the ones paying for it.
I mean, now.
Do they
So-
not have enough money?
So
Yeah.
Can they not pay for something better?
I'm not a huge like some of the animation is really cool.
Every once in a
The
while, it's
art,
really good.
the art style is back and forth.
Not all Netflix originals are bad.
But I think
I
if
struggle
you
to think of one that
continue
isn't.
like if you finish the first season and don't like it,
Yeah,
then I'm like that's fair because I think you'll get at least
I'm
the
behind, but
base,
I'm gonna watch it.
the base plot of what's going to carry it further.
Yeah.
But I'm also not caught up with the manga either, so I'm on the last volume.
I just need this real quick. Josh, I just need your reaction to reading the title of this anime. Do you know anything about this?
Read it out loud for the class.
You do not bring me out of the class. I'm way too dyslexic for that.
The title of the show is Momentary Lily.
Momentary Lily. Okay, robotic invaders wiped out all life, but
It's hard pass for me.
Renji fights to survive using her powers. With memories,
Here's the best part. Scroll up to the studio. What's the studio?
go hands.
The same studio that did Handshakers and Y's and K. I'm sorry.
Together, they okay.
All right.
This is wild. You had to read it. I was like, "What is what's happening?"
no.
Your screen protector was also making it very hard.
This is true. This
Go
is true.
hands.
I'm sorry. Continue. I just had to bring up that blessing in disguise.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sakamoto Days, Link Click is on the list to watch. I need to catch up on Blue Exorcist and Dr. Stone.
You're still
the
watching
final
Blue
season.
Exorcist.
Is that still airing?
I'm two.
They've redone it?
Yeah, they redone it. I'm 2 seasons behind.
I watched when they did the season where they went back in time and rewrote the ending of the original
yeah,
season.
so I
and
watched
was like,
that season. I watched the next
Don't like
season.
that. I finished
I mean,
that.
I don't like.
I finished that season, and then when the next one after that started, I got one episode, and I was like,
Yeah. I'm not in love with the
yeah.
show, but I still like it. Like
That's fair.
I'm
That's
having a
fair.
fun time watching it.
That's
so
fair.
like I'm gonna watch it until I like don't want to watch it anymore.
That's fair.
But yeah, need to catch up on Dr. Stone, the last season. Blue Box, I'm watching.
I am going to watch that when it's over.
Nice.
Is it over?
It's not.
Okay.
Solo Leveling, Sakamoto Days, Link Click. I'm a list to watch. Technically, I'm watching Missions, Yozakura Family. But I need to pick that back up and finish watching it.
Okay.
But I've read it. I've read the entire manga for it. So
Sorry, I heard Yozakura, and I was like, Yozakura Quartet?
that's currently on my and what is it? Run with the Wind. Yeah, Run with the Wind.
Oh, yeah, Ohana no Ride? Or
Yeah.
whatever that's called.
Yeah, Kaze God.
Yeah.
Tsuyoku.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of Blue Spring Ride.
Yeah, no, this
The title,
is just like
Yeah.
a feel good.
What are you,
What is
gay?
happening over there?
See, this is what happens. This is what happens when
I would delete that from my brain.
Yeah.
Actually,
too much
You gave me
distraction.
soda.
They got enough distractions.
that's insane. But yeah, that's what I'm like currently watching right now.
Very nice. Very nice.
Mostly watching airing stuff, primarily. Dr. Stone just went through, rewatched all of it because Kaylee had not seen it.
Oh,
So we started from the beginning, rewatched everything, and then got caught up and are now watching it airing.
I was
Oh my
why-
gosh.
Why are you rewatching?
That show is so good. Dude, Dr. Stone is... Because we watched the very first episode. We watched the very first episode, us three together, and we watched it. We just made fun of it the entire
Because it was
time.
Reddit the show.
And then, yeah.
Reddit this shit.
Yeah.
And then we all dropped it, and I was like, you know what? I feel like this is something that I would enjoy, and I think watching it, like, and just kind of joshing on it the whole time.
Sorry, Josh.
Sorry. It's okay.
I'm used to it at this point.
Was just not the vibe. So I went back and I rewatched it, and I was like, okay, I fell in love with it. And I've been on Dr. Stone ever since. And I like that it's also... When was the first season?
2018.
We watched it in his attic.
Yeah.
2019, I
We
think.
watched it in his attic. It's
2019,
crazy.
2018 is when Fire Force was airing.
Yeah, because it was a while ago. So, like, we're on the 4th season, but it's been, like, a little
It has
bit.
been a bit,
I
yeah.
like that it's not just, like, My Hero Academia just pumping it out, you know?
Which that I wish that would just be over already.
I've given up on that, but I like that it's spaced out a little bit more.
What do you want to be over?
My Hero.
This final season's coming up.
Yeah, I thought the last one was the final season, and then they got to a fight which you think was the last fight, and it's not. They're like, watch the next season.
Yep. It looks like it's gonna be short. So
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
gonna be,
That's
like,
fair.
it's very close to the end, but
I'm-
there's literally not much left. Besides
I
the last
mostly
few
watch it
fights.
because my dad likes it a lot, so it's like all right.
2019 is when it came out.
2019, okay.
Yeah.
But this season, so good. They finally made it to America. They're going on their big thing. They got to get to space and do stuff. And I'm liking the bad guy. I'm liking the new characters that are introduced. And I like where it's going.
I only saw the first episode of the new season, so
I've also
Yeah.
seen the first episode.
Okay, gotcha.
Stuff. It just keeps going. Highly recommend. I'm a big fan.
You know, Eric, this is a smart show. You like smart shows.
I don't.
You like
I
shows that
don't.
make you feel smart.
Chase, let me list the things I'm watching this season and tell me what is smart.
Momentary Lily should be on this list.
I'm
I don't know
watching
where you found that. That's crazy.
Chase from this season. I'm watching. Okay, there's one smart show in it. we'll do that one last. It's Solo Leveling,
Fantastic.
Fighting.
Sakamoto Days,
Okay.
My Happy Marriage,
Man, what are you
What was it?
mainstream?
My Happy Marriage.
What are you, a mainstream?
It's on
Kaylee-
Netflix.
Kaylee's been trying to get me to watch it.
It's actually really good.
Are you a mainstream?
she-
I'm gonna have to
No.
look it up.
She's definitely
And then-
seen the first season, I think, or at least started. Because I remember when it came out, we were talking about it. All right,
And then the fourth show I'm watching this season is Apothecary Diaries.
so good, so good,
So good.
so good.
That's the only show I put as the smart show.
So
That show's not boring.
Did you finish season 1? I haven't started season 2 yet. I need to start it.
I've watched season 1, whatever's caught up on season 2, and I have most of the novels.
The show?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very
Yeah,
good. It's very good.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check
I'll
that
go
out.
back.
Yeah,
and
I was
finish,
so impressed with
Apocalypse.
Apothecary Diaries.
It was one of those shows. It was like Ascendance of a Bookworm,
Oh yes.
and the tamer goes on a journey to pick up trash.
But if they actually had a
Haven't
good
seen
studio
that.
doing it,
What?
if they actually had a good studio doing it,
What, Ascendance of a Bookworm?
no, Apothecary. If Ascendance had a Bookworm had a good studio doing it, it would be more
Bookworm
like
is fine, but
Yeah,
this
it doesn't.
is better.
Ascendance doesn't need a good studio because it doesn't much. A lot of art doesn't need to go into it.
Yeah, it's very
Right.
simple.
Apothecary
But that doesn't-
Diaries.
that doesn't change the fact that it does look like the most generic thing ever.
It
Well,
is
it's supposed-
a very generic style.
But it's
Yeah,
supposed to be very
average.
generic.
It's a very
Apothecary
average.
Diaries is supposed to be a divergent of Chinese history.
And
That's
it is it's so good. The story, it is. Kaylee got me to watch it, and I did not know what type of show it was going in. I heard good things. I knew it looked good, but I thought it was like a period drama kind of thing. Not like that at all. Like obviously it is set in that
I
period.
mean, it's got overlays
And
of Chinese
and it
history.
has a lot of it, which is
Yeah.
really cool. But it is truly its own thing, and it's like its own story, and the characters are interesting, and I really love the kind of like detective aspects of like how she goes in, which kind of explains it to the viewer on as well.
What
Of just all
also
the
sold
medicine
me
stuff is just
on
like,
it.
oh my gosh. It's
What
so
also
good.
sold me on it is the main character is the girl who voices Futaba from Persona 5,
English or Japanese?
Japanese.
Japanese. Okay.
And she's also Spider from Soma Spider So What.
I never finished that. Wasn't my cup of tea, but
But
voice-
I
the
love
voice
her as a
acting was
voice
good.
actor.
The voice
So,
actor is really good.
I can say because I've watched some subbed and sub dubbed, both the sub and the dub
Of Apothecary.
of Apothecary
Okay.
are excellent. It's just sometimes it depends. If we're eating, it's usually dubbed. If we're not eating, it'll be subbed, and then depending on like what is or is not subbed at that point,
Yeah.
or is or is not dubbed at that point,
yeah.
has also changed it.
for me right now, Apothecary Diaries is probably show of the season.
Solid.
It's really good.
So good.
Solo leveling has been absolutely amazing. This season is great because the first season was pretty much just set
It's
up for all the
pretty
things that
cool,
come,
so pretty cool.
and this is we're getting payoff. I swear to God, this is one of those shows that just
You-
every single episode ends with the cliffhangerest of cliffhangers, and I'm like,
There-
I need
so, like, there isn't,
more.
like-
I need more.
Like after reading it, I'm like, yeah, there really isn't like a good spot to
No,
stop.
Every
there's
time the
not.
episode ends,
there just isn't a good place to stop.
every time it ends, I want to punch a wall.
It's just there isn't.
So, like, the getting Ignis or whatever at the end of the first season was the perfect stopping point.
Oh, it
Yes.
was.
The
For
stopping
season,
points up
yes.
to that aren't good because
Yeah.
there's no good stopping points.
Yeah.
The Jeju Island arc that they're doing now
so excited.
is going to be another perfect stop.
I'm
Yeah,
is so excited to see how this file.
the crap that's going to happen on Jeju Island, you're just going to be like, okay, where do we go from here?
yeah.
They just keep going.
They just it
I'm-
goes.
I'm so excited
It just goes to the next big bad.
because are you guys both caught up?
I've read all the novels
well,
and,
okay,
the,
you've
and the
read
webs.
all. You're not even watching Soul Leveling, right?
Yeah.
Or are you?
No, I think I'm gonna give it a try soon, but
I
yeah,
would recommend especially now that you can get through season 1 just binging.
Yeah,
I would definitely recommend it. Season 1 was a slightly harder to
Season
watch.
2
'cause it's very
ends
slow.
Saturday, right?
No, I
Or
think
is it-
there's
it's
3
two
more.
more.
Okay.
Is it 2 more episodes or
Well,
3?
10 just aired.
Did 10 just air?
Yeah, 10
thought
just
it-
10
uh,
just aired. So it's
yeah,
either
so,
12
yeah.
or 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
But 10 just aired this last Saturday.
I would assume they would have to have a couple more episodes because I don't think they're going to do all of Jeju
10
Island
no,
in
so
one
10 just
episode.
aired. It's 13 episodes
Okay,
now.
okay.
So there's 3 more
I
episodes.
was like, yeah. 'cause
And from what I
where
understood,
10, yeah.
from what I've heard, or at least what Kaylee has told me that she's heard, the last 2 episodes will come out the same day. So it'll be like a 2-parter.
They're going to have to because there's no good stopping point in Jeju
It's
Island.
got to just keep
No,
rolling.
they will have to finish
I
this arc.
every time he does anything, I'm just like, yes, please.
Yes,
just
please.
keep going.
Just whisper sweet nothings to me. and
It-
keep
honestly-
going.
just sweet.
He can be my Dami Mom.
Yep.
He said a rise. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm here.
I'm here.
I've already been.
Take my shadow, champ.
I'm already.
It
been
is-
here all the whole time.
So the show, I've told you this before, Chase, but they literally lift panels from the webtoon and just put it in the show.
Yeah.
And then
It's-
just go like this, with it,
essentially.
or
Yeah.
It's excellent.
So,
the story is so good.
A lot of the
characters
still
are
frames, a lot of
fantastic.
the action is literally like, here's the panel from the webtoon.
Let's now animate it.
It's
I've been so impressed.
it's so well animated.
with how they've adapted it.
It does not lack at any point.
They have dropped a little on like combat frames because from like season 1 they were like animating like every movement. Now they've gone back to the classic DBZ
Some of like
style.
you see like the flashes
yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. But none of it is like egregious.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
I would still say better than
main,
average.
The main art is still there,
Yep.
but they've toned down the fighting, just be like,
Yep.
you know, random limbs
Yeah.
flying and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
assuming they're going to bring it up for
Oh, they're
the
gonna have
JG
to.
arc.
Yeah, they save their budget for where they know they need it.
Yeah, for the bigger fights, I think like the small one is just like so many. Because season 1, there were all the fights felt necessary, whereas this one's
Absolutely.
like, all right, you know he's gonna wash all these goons. Let's save it for our big bad 101
Yep.
type fight or 1 on 1,000 shadows. He has to be
The
honest.
crazy thing is they still have enough to probably do 2 more seasons.
Yeah,
For the entire thing, because I know the webtoon is over.
Yeah,
So it's
it's been
it's,
over.
it's
Yeah,
been over for
It's
years.
been over for years. Yeah,
Yeah. The
And
webtoon's over, the light novel's
Light
over,
Novel's
everything.
over with. Yeah,
so finishing this Jeju Island arc is
Mhm.
like halfway through the show, essentially.
Pretty
pretty
much.
much.
Because
There isn't a lot.
it's like
I knew it was short. I didn't realize it was that short.
because then it's like the beef with America,
Yep.
Yeah,
and then some other fighting, and then he literally like ascends and like fights gods.
Yeah.
that's cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, sorry. I just heard that and immediately thought of
Duran Longer.
God of High School.
No,
Oh,
not
yeah,
like
I like
that.
that.
Not like
I like
that.
that.
No,
Stop, 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 stop.
I also read God of High School, so I know when it was airing, I was like, "This
Uh-oh.
is just fights," and like I've read it, and I was like, "Ugh."
What a disappointment.
Yeah, there's probably enough to do 2 more seasons of Solo Leveling, and they can probably get through all of it.
That's good. That's good. Other than that, I think the only other thing that I'm really watching that isn't airing is, well, I've got Real Life, but I kind of put that on pause. I got to finish Real Life.
17 again, the anime.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Real Life is odd because once you're done with the main series, you kind of need to pick up the manga.
I've always
I
thought
didn't
about
know that.
reading it.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, it's a short
but-
read because it's really big panels and not
Okay.
a lot of words.
Okay.
And it was a daily release,
Yeah.
so they like did like a page a day or something like that.
Okay. I
But-
know it would come up and like suggestions.
But it's
like,
one of those where they ended in a series. They're just like, okay, we're not doing this anymore, but people want to see the ending, so they skipped a lot and like, here's the OVA of the ending.
Oh,
So if you want the full story,
gotta read it.
read it.
Okay, good to know. So that one I've had on pause, so I haven't been watching that one recently. I think I'm a little past halfway, and it's good. It just kind of fell on the back burner.
Right.
Servant Service.
It was a good show.
Dude.
I'm having fun.
What an old
All right.
show, dude.
2013. I don't know. I don't even know.
Service sounds
I don't
familiar.
even know how I found it. It's Servant X Service.
That
Okay.
is,
If you're gonna
oh,
look it
dude,
up.
that's like
So
like 2
fun.
seasons of working.
Yeah.
That's when that aired.
So-
that's before season
so
3 or 4.
It,
fun.
it came out during working, and everybody was
I
doing
think
this.
that's why I picked it up because I saw it. I'm assuming on Crunchyroll. I just
It's
saw
working
it.
good.
Working is so
okay.
good.
It's
I it's one of the old ones that I was like that when it was airing, I didn't watch it.
Please don't say that.
And I was like, I want to go back and watch it. Watch it
Yeah.
be fun, not as serious.
during
it
during
popped up.
while working was airing, the joke was going around. Popular is popular because she was one of the most popular girls at the time,
yeah.
and her name is Poplar.
Yeah. So Servant Service.
Servants are, it
What
popped,
a-
it
what a
popped
no-
up somehow
hey,
on
so-
Crunchyroll, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this show. It looks like working.
What's your opinion
It's
of that
so good.
opening? Did you skip it?
The opening I don't watch.
Yeah, I was like,
I can remember.
us three.
I can
watch
tell
one
you.
time, never again.
I can tell you, I recall both the OP and ED being good,
Okay.
but yes, I skip it all the time.
all the time.
Okay.
I get annoyed when the skip button isn't
Doesn't show
there.
up. Yeah.
That happens to me sometimes too, but I always know they're always a minute and a half.
Yep, it's
Just
easy.
hit it
You
9
just-
times.
Yeah.
Done.
Hit it 9 times.
Yep, you're good.
You're there. On a system, bro.
Only
It's
6 if
crazy.
you got 15 seconds.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
everything's 10 for me, so 9
for you.
times.
There you go.
But what was your opinion on it? Did you say that yet?
I am confident in saying I like the OP.
No, not the opening, the show.
Show
Yeah.
fantastic. I'm 7 or 8 episodes in.
Almost done.
It's like I watch it. Usually when I sit down to watch anime, it's because Kaylee and I are watching something together, and that means we're watching one of the shows we watch together. So I don't get like a chance to just watch an episode here and there by myself very often. So it's been like a slow roll, but I love it. It's so fun.
You know what you guys should watch? You should watch
Here we go.
Daily Lives of High School
No,
Boys.
you and Kaylee should watch Blackjack. I think you guys would like
Haven't heard of
Blackjack.
it.
I haven't heard of it either.
It's good, but that's not a couple shows, Chase.
What are you talking about? Is it because it's old? It's from the 70s. So
That's why I've never heard of it. Been watching anime since the 90s. That's about it.
you guys got to check out some of that old crap.
Say Blackjack or Black Cat?
Blackjack. Black Cat's good too.
Blackjack 2004.
That's the new stuff. Don't worry about that.
Okay, well, I'm scrolling and I haven't got to something from the 70s yet.
He's moving pretty fast, so I can't read it.
Look at the years. Are you
Black
sure
Bullet
it's
was
called?
good.
Black Bullet. Yeah.
12.
I was 12.
1973, Blackjack.
I'm
25
pretty
episodes.
sure I was
What is this,
in
Phantom of
8th
the
grade
Opera?
when I
Dude.
watched that or something.
Blackjack is so cool.
It's
And you
just
should
Phantom
watch
of the Opera.
Cyborg 009 and Space Battleship Yamato. And what else were you watching, George?
What are you watching,
That's pretty much it. I'm not watching a whole lot. Not watching a whole lot.
I see.
Don't look at me.
Okay, dude.
He's been
dude.
watching some stuff.
I've been watching a lot of stuff.
Eric,
I need to watch. I need
Take it
to
away.
catch up on a lot of stuff.
take it away.
Take what away?
What do you want to talk about?
There's a lot I could talk about. There's not much I want to talk about.
All right, pick 3.
Okay, I just finished Alia Speaks Russian.
Alia sometimes has her
yeah,
feelings in
It's
Russian.
a good show.
It's
Good
good.
show.
It's a solid. Of
It's-
all the shows where it's just the girl that has the thing, it's a solid one.
It is
does
a
good
solid.
job.
And the character dynamics are a little bit different than
Yeah.
those shows, and I find it hilarious.
Yeah.
It's, the
I find
character
it so
dynamics are
funny.
different, and there's backstories and motivations to them all
Yes.
instead of
Yes.
just like, why doesn't she like me, or
Yeah,
"Ooh,"
I do
things
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
There's motivations to everything, so there's actually like an overarching plot that you're like, okay, I want to know what's happening to the story, but I also like the character development with it.
Yeah.
Instead of just like no character development, tropes, cliches.
Yeah,
Like, what's
etc.
the one, the girl who just looks cool sometimes? Shikimori?
Oh, yeah.
Shikimori
Yeah,
is not cute or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
It's fine.
It's
like
passable.
I watched it and I was like,
Alia's better.
I enjoyed this because I like the outfit changes.
They did a good job with
And
that.
I was like,
They did a good
these
job
are
with
really,
character
really
design.
cool outfits. And I was like, I'm rocking with it.
Anyway.
It's funny how that's what a lot of older anime were kind of lacking, was them just looking the same every episode and not just changing and wearing different clothes. And now that a lot of popular anime tend to do that quite a bit.
Yep.
I mean, it was one of the best things in old video games. Like you're playing an RPG.
Yeah.
And you're playing one character for 20 hours, and then you see like
They look
there's a
different.
2-year time skip, and they're like they've got new clothes, and you're like, damn,
Yeah.
I
They
powered
really went
up.
all out.
Yeah.
They
like,
really
"Woo!"
went
Or
all
or
out.
down. Or down.
Yeah, either way, like in Final Fantasy Tactics, when there's the time skip and Ramza goes from his old squire outfit to like a full armor knight outfit, you're like, you're in it now. Like there's politics going on.
Yeah.
Well, what else have I watched? I put a new show in my top 10
Ooh, what?
and gave it a 10.
And gave it a 10. It's crazy.
I have not given out a lot of 10s, Chase.
I think I know what you're talking about. And
Do you know what?
Very funny.
Do you think it's funny? What is it,
I
Chase?
think it's very funny.
You think it's very funny?
Wait, I don't know. I've seen it before. I haven't seen this show. I have seen like the cover of this show. You have to say it. I don't know what it is.
You don't know what it is?
It's that one isekai.
It's not an isekai.
It's that one fantasy.
It's not a fantasy.
I feel like I've already pulled it up on the list. Nope. It's not The Weakest Tamer Began a Journey to Pick Up Trash.
No,
Why
that-
is it so long?
Because it's a light novel.
Crazy.
I am adding this to my list though because it sounds like something
It
I'd
is
like. If you
so
liked
good.
it, I
Pick
know
up
there's a
trash.
chance I liked it.
I can't get with these names.
Bro, what?
It's a lot of. It's just a lot of character
Oh,
development. A small
I know.
girl.
You're talking about this.
Yes.
I don't know what this is.
I don't know this.
I saw
it's
you
like
add
the
this.
dangers of my heart.
I saw you add
Eric.
this, and I was like, let me read this, and I'm like, what the heck is this? I am so
Eric.
interested.
I gave.
Crazy.
Please talk about it, because I haven't said the name yet. I haven't said the name.
I
yet.
sat down.
I did.
Tell the viewers what it is.
I said the name already.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's The Dangers in My Heart. It's 2 seasons. I sat down over 3 days and watched both seasons. I gave the show a 10.
Wow.
That's fair.
I honestly I saw it come out when it aired, and I was not that interested into it.
I mean, you look at it and you're just like, okay, it's just, cringy kid and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's good story. Like, dude, he breaks out of that. You see, like, he gets taller in the show.
So
Like, there's actual like development
all right,
in the
cool.
show.
George, just so you,
'Cause I've only seen clips, and I was
oh,
like,
it's a great show.
okay, just so you guys have an idea, this starts off or whatever, and it's called The Dangers of My Heart, right?
Yeah.
Because of like what he at the start of the show, how he thinks about people, like what he thinks about them and stuff like that.
So he doesn't like. He recognizes faces, but he's chuny. He basically just wants to murder people because
And who does he want to murder the most?
the cutest girl.
That girl right
Yep.
there. It's but let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. They're just like it as well. Normal shows would keep that as like the running thing for the show. They drop it after like the third episode.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, we're done with
He
this.
mentions it
Yeah.
like once again about murdering
Yeah.
and his love of like crime and stuff like that. But all the characters are extremely down to earth.
And
Okay.
you like
I'm so
never hear about
interested.
it.
Like there are
So
some
it's-
tropes and cliches, but it is one of the most down to earth shows I've ever
We
seen.
just found our watch party show.
We just found out watch party.
It's great. I'll watch it again. That show.
Kaylee would absolutely watch something like that.
Yeah.
I'm
It's a
sure.
10 out of 10 show. The only odd thing is it's set in junior high, not high school. So
yeah.
It makes more sense to be Chuny at that point.
you're right.
Yeah.
But it's more funny when it's in high school.
It's more sad when it's
It's
in
more
high
It's
school.
more sad when it's in high school.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, junior high, it's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But the amount of character development and the stuff you can see them going through and growing up,
I like
you're
that.
like, this is 10 out of 10.
I like that. Okay.
I
All
finished it immediately,
just-
put
it's
it like number 3 on my list.
Two like 12 episode seasons. It's not
I
even
think,
long.
yeah. It's just
Wow.
two one course.
That's super short. Super easy to get through.
Very easy.
What's number 3?
I don't know. I've watched a lot of stuff, Chase.
Oh.
He has watched a lot of stuff.
I mean, I can go check the list. While
Check the list.
While you're
I
doing
pull
that,
it up on my phone, but they don't work like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, they don't.
I
It's
want-
pretty bad.
I wanted to bring up something
I
I've been playing
appreciate that your
recently.
mean score is actually 5.31. Like your mean score is like actually like
What's
just
mine?
Average.
an average.
What's mine?
I know mine is not
Let's see.
good because mine.
Oh,
I,
okay.
The way that I bless you. The way that I grade is very generous.
I know. I also am a generous grader. Chase, when's the last time you updated something on here? I gotta find your name so I can go to your profile.
I'm there.
Yeah, my mean score is 8.16.
Whoo!
That's pretty high. Oh,
But also,
What are we watching?
Eric's probably seen so many more shows than I have. So
I am a 7.47.
what am I?
I still can't find you.
Chase is like a 5.8.
Am I?
yeah,
There
like
we go.
anything that I would grade a 5 or lower, I don't finish. So then
That's
I don't
fair.
grade it.
You're a 5.78. Yeah. There you go.
I usually hate myself and then just like, I ain't gonna finish it. No, I stopped doing that. I actually drop shows that I could be like 11 out of 12 episodes in and be like, I'm done with this.
Third show
Oh,
I want to talk
you should
about.
know something about not truly finishing something.
Toradora?
Let's go back to Toradora.
Why do I have to bring
I
this up?
almost got.
We
You almost
don't
got me out of
have
this
to-
episode.
why
You
don't
almost,
you-
you almost
we
got me
don't
out of
have
this
to bring this
episode.
up.
We have to bring it up.
It's the
We-
concept
we
of it.
don't have to bring
We
it-
actually do.
bring this up.
Josh,
I
would
kind
you
of want to
say?
know because
would
I've
you
watched
say-
Toradora 3 times.
I think I've seen it 2 or 3 times. Josh, would you say you've seen Toradora?
Where did you stop? Is
No,
the
no, no.
question.
Would you say you've seen Toradora?
Ah,
Yes or no? It's a simple question, Josh. Have you seen Toradora?
I've seen Toradora.
It's yes or no. You've told me in the past, so I know what the answer to this question is. Have you seen Toradora? Yes or no?
technically, on a technical basis, I have not seen Toradora.
Oh no, you've told me you've seen it.
I
looked me dead
I
in the
told
eye.
you that one
You
time.
looked me. No,
I
let
told
the
you that
record
one-
show that George's currently crying.
I told you that one time. I told you that one time.
multiple times, dead in the eyes.
No, I told you that
Okay.
one time and then corrected
I say
myself.
Let's get
I-
our
I-
definition of terms.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
corrected myself.
If you get from the beginning of a show to the end of the show, you've seen it, right?
I finished a show.
Yeah. You've seen the beginning all the way to the end, right?
I saw the beginning, I saw the end. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I saw the beginning, I saw the end. I
You
don't
saw
know.
the beginning and you saw the end. He ain't
So
lying.
you've seen the beginning,
And he
you've
did
seen
see
the end.
23 in the middle.
Wait, what? How,
see the 10 in the
how
middle.
much? You have not seen Toradora.
He's seen Toradora. He has not finished.
seen Toradora, yeah. Well, no, he has finished it.
He hasn't finished it because he hasn't seen the meat and potatoes.
It's disgusting
He hasn't
behavior.
seen
I had the appetizer and dessert. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is like when I think about Chris
despicable.
hasn't seen the last 2 episodes of Steins
That's
Gate.
actually
That's
worse.
crazy.
That is
The
worse.
two
That is
episodes-
worse because that is like
The most important episodes have
that's
not
so
been
mystery
seen.
driven.
Yeah.
that like you have to see those episodes.
It's like
so good.
It's like imagine Maki-say is just like, all right, later, and then they go back in time, or they sent it back to when she like is dead or whatever,
Yeah.
and then they're like, all right, that's the end of the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Chris left her dead.
Chris left her dead.
That's insane. The big issue George has is that I said Toradora was a really good show.
It is a good show.
It is a
And
good show.
George's like, you did not watch it. I was like, yeah, well, that's fair.
You wouldn't say it's really good if you watched it. You would hate it. If you
No, he
watched
would
it.
know why it's really good if he watched it. He would know why. He's a faker.
I'm sorry, it was a tough time for me. I was.
We've all been there.
I was young.
He watched this a year.
That's crazy. That's not the case. I was definitely in high school.
He told me this weeks ago.
Days ago, hours ago.
Insane.
It was this morning.
I am sorry, George.
Well, actually, this would make it worse. Have you seen Golden Time?
I've
When
not
is
seen
that?
Golden Time.
Don't ever watch Gold.
Okay.
Time.
I
understand how
watched the first episode and I
That
was like,
golden
good.
boy?
No, it's
No.
same author.
Oh.
Made them both or whatever. But one has the Ghost of Tada Banri.
If you want to hear like 15 episodes of The Ghost of Tarabanri,
I don't want that.
Good.
it's Golden
Good.
Time.
Golden
I hated it.
Time.
I don't understand how it's so popular.
It's popular because of what's her face.
I've never even heard of it.
I don't even remember her name.
Dog.
What is
waste.
that? Mari Okada? It's not Mari Okada, is it?
I don't know her name. I just know she looks like.
Who cares?
Based off the
Yeah,
cover.
yeah.
And like, yeah.
Yeah, disgusting show.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had played some fantastic video games.
Didn't
recently.
ask.
Yeah, games, games are dead unless you say Monster Hunter Wilds. This episode's ending.
Okay, I'm
That's
about
crazy.
to say that. Yeah. No
Don't lie
More
about it.
Heroes
Yeah, I'm done.
is one of the
Pass.
greatest games.
No More Heroes?
No More Heroes
It's the
is
one
one
with
of
Travis where he's got the
Travis
lightsaber.
Touchdown.
Never played it.
He's got
His
a
last name is Touchdown?
Travis Touchdown.
That's pretty funny.
And let me tell you something. A game where you save by making him use the bathroom, and when you start, if you turn the game off there and you turn it back on, he's still sitting there in the toilet.
What system is it for?
This is on pretty much everything
Came
now.
on Wii, though,
It came out on
first.
the Wii.
Okay.
Yeah, originally, and then it went to PS3, and now you can get it on like Switch, and I think you can get it on PS4 and like everything and stuff. So, No More Heroes is a game where you play as a guy who you want to make money because he needs to buy more anime merch, and so someone hires him, and they're like, "Hey, if you go kill this assassin, you get paid for it and stuff." And so he does. Comes to find out, it's the 10th highest ranked assassin in the world, in the world or whatever. So now he is number 10, and he has to work his way up to number 1, beating them all. And people are also going to try to kill him to take his spot.
Crazy.
So that, but he's just imagine just a weeb with a lightsaber, and like it runs out of power, and you have to charge it up.
Wow. That's
You literally have the Wiimote, and that's what you have to do to charge it
Man.
up. And he goes like, like that's how
They
he
knew
charged.
what they were doing.
Yeah,
they knew that marketing team was on it on that one.
Let me tell you something.
What are you playing it on?
I'm playing on the Switch.
Okay.
I beat the first game. I am all the way at the final boss of the second game, and these games are so much fun.
I've heard good things.
I love this game to death. No More Heroes. Thanks for listening, Eric. What games have you guys been playing?
Monster Hunter Wilds.
How is it?
It's good.
I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Never good things.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter always get good ratings.
Yeah, half the stuff is bugged and it crashes a lot, but other than that, it's pretty fun.
Nice.
Fair enough.
General stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I heard there was I forget what studio it was. I think it was the guys that did Pal World. They gave the entire studio off
Oh
so
yeah,
that they could
so
play
it.
Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
fair.
No.
It's a
Just
huge,
they just hey,
it's
take
a-
the day off, play Monster Hunter because they
It's
knew
a-
it's a
everyone was
huge
going
game
to.
in Japan.
They knew what was happening.
On Steam alone, Monster Hunter Wilds hit over 1 million concurrent players.
That's crazy.
It was the second highest played game.
That's
Yeah,
what was the
it's-
first?
Probably like Counter Strike.
Oh, that makes sense. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's,
so
Monster Hunter moves products like crazy.
I've played one. I played one Monster Hunter game. It was Monster Hunter Try on the Wii, and it just wasn't for me. I mean, I had fun with it, but it just not my cup of tea. But I didn't really get into the online aspects, and for those games, at least that one, online is really the bread and butter of the game.
Yes and no. I've literally not played with anybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm very weird. When Try started coming out, the first one with like online,
Yeah.
it started going downhill at that point. In my opinion, I'm weird.
Yeah.
And stuff. The
True.
PSP
I agree.
games were so much fun to play because you would have to coordinate with your friends ahead of time, and you'd have to meet up in the same spot, and you'd have to have your stuff ready because if not, then you have to grind and get all the stuff.
Yeah.
that you
Crazy
need.
you had friends.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you'd have to get all the equipment together, or you could do it in your free time, and then you meet up and do the hunt together.
Yeah.
And it's like there you go, and it was so much fun playing it that way. But once you start doing the online, you kind of lose a little bit of that
Magic.
A little bit of that magic.
No, the games have just been optimized. Everybody was just bad in the past.
Optimization isn't always a good thing.
I mean, people have optimized the old Monster Hunters too. Like, if you want to be Fatalis in the old games, people have optimized it.
Yeah.
You can literally get mods and emulators to play the old games online,
Just do it.
Yeah, if you're a pleb.
and they've optimized killing Fatalis.
Is that like the biggest,
Yeah.
baddest
Yeah.
monster?
Yeah.
Roughest.
He's literally the big black dragon that can wipe out the world. He is the ultimate calamity.
Why's it gotta be black?
Yeah, why's it gotta be black, Eric?
And it's just
Let me
Japanese people.
Let me ask you
That's
this.
response.
I don't know if
respect
this
that.
monster's in the newer games. Is there the monster that walks through the fortress and it takes literally like 30 minutes to an hour to make one lap through and you have that long to beat it? Is that mission in the newer ones or is that just
In Monster Hunter World, they brought back Fatalis, and it's a 30-minute fight.
Okay, but
The normal hunts are 50 minutes.
this is like a think of like as if like a massive long turtle was like walking.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah, where you have like cannons and you drop on top
no,
of it.
that's
and
just the
through.
dumb siege battle they brought for Worlds and wasn't fun. Nobody liked it.
Okay, because that was
the
hardest mission on the PSP games.
That was Zora Magdaros and World. And it's just those fights aren't fun.
I'll tell you what though, I really enjoyed the Monster Hunter movie.
Yeah, it was good.
Monster Hunter movie.
It was fun.
Such a. Speaking of which, actually, that's not the same thing. I was gonna say I got the Welcome to Raccoon City Blu-ray.
Fantastic film.
Yeah.
Watched that fairly recently.
Yeah.
Oh my word! What a fun movie.
Didn't get enough love.
Didn't get enough love, and Leon could have been cooler.
Yeah, but I did love the guy. I like that actor who did play him.
He did a good job
But
with what he was.
yes, I did. I
given.
understand.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Monster Hunter movie. Yeah, that was a good one. I was a
Wow,
fan.
since then.
That's-
Recently, Kaylee and I, we just started playing Split Fiction because that just came out. It's the next game from the developers that made It Takes Two.
Yep.
Couch co-op.
Split the fiction.
Why are
good.
you looking at me?
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to
just-
play it. I don't have friends.
Why'd you
I
just
don't have friends.
Well, listen, they give
play with
you
you. I bought
they
it.
give you the friend code and you don't have to use it.
Yeah, I don't want to use their friend code.
You have to play with
You have
someone.
to play with someone.
You
though.
can't play this
can't
game
play
by
alone.
yourself.
You can't make a computer do it.
No.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You cannot play
I
alone.
actually knew that.
I was like, you cannot. Trust me, I
You know
have
how it
it.
works.
You cannot play it alone.
Get your mom to play with it.
So far,
I'm not going to play with my
we're only like 4 hours in. Fantastic.
I heard something.
The-
I can't wait to start it.
The fantasy sci-fi aspects jumping back and forth, so good. And it's really cool too because obviously Kaylee and I played It Takes Two before this, and the story of that game is fine. It really kind of the plot of that game and the things you do are held together by the main story. Kaylee and I can't really relate all that much to a couple with a child going through a divorce. But this one we can a little bit more because
There's
I'm
no
more
been there.
exactly.
I know, been
It's
there.
like I am more of the
Better not be
sci-fi nerd, and she's more of the fantasy nerd. So it's really cool because I'm playing the sci-fi character, she's playing the fantasy character, and like
man,
it's
man.
kind of it's interesting that it actually like some of the things that like the characters say is like yeah that's a little bit of how I feel about some of that stuff. It's kind of
You
fun.
should like this more because
Adds
what
a-
they said is true.
Adds another little level to it, but so far the level design's been great, the art's been great, the gameplay has been fine. Some of the controls a bit wonky here and there, but All good stuff. You will enjoy it, Josh, when you get into playing with whoever you find to play it with.
Yeah, I got a few people lined up for it.
But I know you've been playing something recently. You're almost done.
Yeah, and I've been playing Stellar Blade. Yeah, Stellar Blade. George's copy. I've been highly impressed with the gameplay of that game.
The gameplay.
The gameplay.
The gameplay.
No, but
confident.
Me too. Me too. I love the gameplay.
The gameplay is crazy. No, but it is. No, I really do. I think the combos are really cool. The ability is really cool, and then the difficulty. Like I didn't expect the monsters to be as hard as they were. I'm all for a good hack and slash game. I'm there for it. But then sometimes I get into a fight and I'm like, oh wait, I gotta pay attention. I'm dead.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I can only restart at a save point that I saved like 15 minutes ago. Like.
Yep.
I was like, and everything comes back, and I'm like, oh wow, I gotta fight my way through this.
Let me ask you this.
So it's been really
Josh.
fun. What's up?
Have you played Nier Automata yet?
I have played Nier
Hey,
Automata.
You have
That's a
played?
great question.
I
Josh, have you played Nier Automata?
I am sick and tired.
I really like
am
this.
sick and tired of you. And this is why
Josh,
I
you
should not
said,
be here with this
Josh,
man.
I have a question. Have you played Nier Automata? I know the answer to this question. It's yes or no. Just have you played Nier Automata?
I have played Nier Automata.
You have played Nier Automata?
Oh my god, I swear. I did not know there were like 26 endings to that game, okay? I did not know that.
There's 5.
There's 26.
There's 5. There's
26.
There's only 5.
Five.
Oh, wait a minute. I see
Yeah.
where you're going.
There's 5
Wait a
core
minute.
endings.
Yeah.
Here, but
Wait, did you?
I got 3 core endings.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
It wasn't my copy of the game. I was borrowed it from a friend. Did not know.
Wait a minute.
He didn't know. And then George was like, and now I found out I was like, I don't have the game anymore. So I can't really redo that. But I did play it. I loved it. I enjoyed it.
the parts he played, of course.
So Nier Automata is actually, in
So
a sense,
stupid.
the easiest one because that one doesn't require, unlike the Jack and Guard of the first Nier, it doesn't require you to get all the weapons in the game before you can proceed to the final stuff, which means
I think you do
For one
do
of the endings.
the main, like the final, like ultra boss.
not
you
not
have
what not
to.
not in Autonoma. You don't.
Yeah,
have
you do.
to.
You have to get all the weapons to do one of the endings.
Yeah,
No, not the actual like the final.
not the
thing where
core
it's-
ending stuff.
I think to
but
fight
like,
Emil, you have to get
yeah,
all the
to,
weapons.
Yeah, to fight a
meal,
meal, but yeah, that's not a required.
which is the
ending
true ending.
Yeah, it is the true ending.
That's the true ending of you beating the game.
Chase, you're wrong. Just accept it.
I'm right. Eric's on my side.
I
Josh,
platinumed the game
yes.
twice.
There's that game does something special, and these two aren't special enough to accept that.
I'm
Special
saying
thing the
I
game
get the
does.
love for Nier. I loved it. I love my time with it.
I worked hard on that.
Yeah.
So I don't remember what endings I got for the game. I just know I did
All
2,
26.
2B,
John-
and I did
all
1 with
26.
A.
I'm just saying.
So,
I'm just saying. If you
Or
somehow
9S.
you get the game again and you play through it, and you get that last ending E,
Look, if you get the plat,
Just watch all the
don't
endings on
get
YouTube.
the platinum. Don't go for the trophy.
I think I would do that. I think I would do Eric's.
No,
thing. I have
no,
so
Josh,
I have
please.
so many games in my backlog.
Josh,
I
listen.
can't.
This game is special.
I can't be
it's not
going.
really that
Th-
special.
This
can't
one
be going
is
back and
such a
forth.
special game.
It's
I
not that
can't.
special,
It's
Chase.
such a special game.
I am a little bit of completionist.
No,
I'm
but
not
listen,
a big completionist.
No,
I can
don't,
live without.
I don't care, but just don't watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube.
Don't watch it on YouTube.
Better yet,
Don't play it.
go on YouTube and watch the complete timeline of the Drakengard and Nier series.
it's only 9 hours.
Stop.
9 hours is
Stop.
crazy.
It's so much.
No,
Listen.
it's like an hour and a half video explaining which endings are canon and which endings connect to which endings.
All right, but
yeah,
but,
okay, that's a
and
shorter
then
one.
where the entire Nier universe comes from, and
Yeah, and it's
just
connected.
whatever
There's
the
so
random
much.
Dragon
Nier
Guard
Automata
is.
was my first introduction to Nier. I knew nothing of it
don't
until I
worry.
played
That-
that.
it's
So.
every-
To be fair,
it's
to play
everybody's.
Nier Automata, all you need is Nier Automata.
I was like,
Yeah,
that's.
So
I knew
Everybody-
nothing about anything
Nobody
else.
played the original Nier.
So
It was-
technically, I played the original Nier. So
You did
technically,
not.
they're all. Yes, I did on the PS3.
You did not.
Yeah, I did.
You did not.
I
I-
had
I
I had a
believe
hard
him.
copy of it, Chase.
I have a hard copy of it.
Well, sorry, I went to Colorado and my family fell apart.
Hey, listen.
Certain family issues to deal with over here.
But I had an original copy, Chase. But the games were designed to be standalone, so you don't need to play the other ones. But if you really want to know the endings and get some tism going,
Got you.
just watch the video.
I have enough
Yeah,
of
just
this.
watch the video. Honestly, if you regard the game as being a masterpiece, then you've done good enough by me.
Cool.
I'll still make fun of you for it, though.
That's fun.
But that's it.
He can't regard it as a masterpiece. He didn't even get the master of the masterpiece.
I'm pretty sure he platinumed the game.
I did.
I'm pretty sure he did everything in the
He
game.
did not put his soul into the game, though.
That's crazy. He platinumed that game, which is insane.
That game does something special.
Chase is a
he
hater.
He wasn't willing to commit to it because he wanted some stupid platinum trophy.
Yeah, I got the platinum twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're gay for it.
Crazy. Chase and his hot takes
Wow.
today has been insane.
Chase always has hot takes.
You're gay for it.
This is why we keep him around.
This is why we keep him around. We gotta keep us balanced.
Yeah, I know he's wrong.
Listen,
I'm listening, Chase.
you have drugs in your hand as we speak,
Yeah.
and
Are you
you're
gonna
calling me wrong?
You want to take some drugs?
Also, speaking of games, I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, yeah, I was going through like PlayStation. Sony does like how many your like wrap for your PlayStation thing.
Yeah.
And I had 230 hours on my PS5 last year.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
not bad.
115 hours was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
No, I remember.
That was insane. I was like, I did not realize I played that game so much.
It's a lot of game.
That's crazy.
You played Rebirth, right?
Is that the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No. Okay.
I didn't really like
How
it.
have you? How much you played the first one?
Yeah, I played the first one. I platinumed it twice.
And you
That's crazy. I played none of those games.
And
I
yet
put so many hours in them. I love them.
no
They're great.
Rebirth.
Yeah, I didn't play Rebirth. I played a bit of Rebirth and I didn't like it.
Well, there you go.
You agree?
I loved it, but like it's his playthrough. Like I'm not gonna say that's the bad take. It's his.
Is it a
It's
bad?
his enjoyment of the game.
But is he bad because he didn't like the game, or is the game actually just not good?
I loved it. I think the game is great for a lot of reasons, but also like
I am part of the old guard of Final Fantasy VII Chase. I
But
think
yeah, you platinum the new one.
so I never.
Twice.
I platinumed the first part twice because I like the Midgar arc probably the best
Yeah.
of Final Fantasy VII.
That's fair.
I don't like the ending they did in Final Fantasy VII. I don't like where they're going with the new story of Final Fantasy VII. I enjoy the original more.
Yeah, I never
There you go.
played the my first introduction to Final Fantasy VII was Advent Children. Actually, it was Kingdom Hearts, and I met Cloud. And that's crazy.
That was mine too.
And then I saw Advent Children, and then read about a lot of Final Fantasy. But my time playing it is with the remake, the DLC, and now Rebirth.
Let me ask you this: have you ever played Crisis Core?
I haven't.
Okay,
I have
gotcha,
Core.
gotcha.
I have it. It's bought. It's loaded. I haven't played it yet. I think I'm gonna play it after I finish some other games.
It's all right. I
I'm
think there's a
going to.
book of Crisis Core that you can just read.
Yeah.
I did read Two Paths, which is a book on Tifa and Aerith and their backstory. And I really enjoyed that. That was really good. But yeah,
So the thing we can get from this is just watch Dangers in My Heart.
I just watched Dangerous in My Heart. It's the big
Definitely
takeaway.
gonna have to check that one out.
And
Did
what?
you-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna ask because we kind of went over the Stellar Blade.
no, you
stuff
good, you
Really
good, you
quick.
good.
Did you play Stellar Blade?
No, but I always laugh when I hear Stellar Blade
Yeah.
because it was mentioned in a baseball game.
Wait,
That's
what?
funny.
Because John Sadak is one of the hosts of the Reds, and he was talking to Barry Larkin, an older baseball player.
Yeah.
And he was asking him, like, Barry Larkin asked him, like, oh, what video games have you been
I've
playing?
seen that. I've seen that clip.
And he was like, well, like, what have you been playing, Larkin? Or, like, what would you play? And he was like, like, FIFA or something like that. And then John Sadak, at, like, the end of it, he was like, I've been playing Stellar Blade. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
He's got taste.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I
Good
definitely enjoyed Stellar Blade. So fun. And then it has fishing. You put fishing in any game for me, I'm hooked. Like,
Sonic
Monster
Adventure.
Hunter.
it's crazy. I feel
Fun.
so much.
Sonic
intended.
Adventure.
It's crazy. I played Sonic Adventure.
Oh, not the fishing in that one.
Big the Cat.
Oh, I hate it.
The
So-
worst fishing
so-
mechanics with the worst game.
So stupid.
I couldn't even finish the first mission. It was so impossible for me to figure
Yeah,
out.
it's broken. It's a broken fishing game.
Yeah.
Well, thanks to you, everybody, for joining us for another episode of BakaTaka, the world's greatest weeb podcast. As always, sitting on my right, it's
Miku, Dangers in My Heart.
in the front of me, it's
Miku, George.
left of me, it's
Joshua, I can't.
and I am not Miku, kick puncher Chase. You've been listening to BakaTaka. Thanks as always, and get out of here.
Peace.
Later.
See it.
Bye bye. fair. So now that is over,
Playing a copyright song, we can't even get ad revenue from this.
Hey, copyright song.
it was distorted. I moved it.
That's not how it works.
That is how it works. It's the wavelengths.